So now it's my pleasure to introduce Bob Schumico, who's the director of the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development's New England Regional Office. And Bob and I have worked together for many years. I just thought that if I had known he was running a marathon in Rhode Island, I would have put a sign on his back that said, Landlord Incentive Program. If I cash, call this number. Just think of what would have happened. But I didn't know that. So next year, we're going to hold you to that. So Mr. Schumico is responsible for the administration and oversight of HUD CBT, Community Planning and Development Grant Programs, including 61 entitlement city and state government grantees, 104 competitive grantees across 5 state and New England region, including CDBG, the Community Development Block Grant, CDBG Disaster Recovery Programs, the Home Investment Partnerships, Neighborhood Stabilization Program, Emergency Solution Grant Programs. How do you keep all these words together? The Housing Trust Fund, the COC, and actually Amos House probably has one of these grants of all of them, which may be part of the problem. So without further ado, I'm happy to have Bob come down from Boston, right?
Good afternoon, everybody. I really want to thank the governor and his administration on behalf of HUD Secretary Fudge and our regional administrator, Juana Matias, and how happy I am to be here. I think I just want to echo what we've already heard, which is about partnership. It's about partnership between the state, the federal, local government, and critically important, those nonprofits that are serving our homeless, as well as other social services, and lest we forget the private sector. The government, we provide subsidies, we build housing, but we need the private sector, and this program, this initiative, is about that partnership, which is offering incentives to provide funding to landlords to house the folks that need housing most, which are, we're coming back from COVID. It was a long 2 years, and as we know across the country, you can be one step away from homelessness. And something like COVID obviously brought that to the forefront. Many people suffered, and now it's time for a continued holistic approach to addressing that. And I really want to thank the governor and his administration for what they're doing here, and Eileen and Amos House, who've been at this, along with, for instance, Rhode Island Housing, Crossroads, and they have, in a good way. We go back. So it's really wonderful to see, and I think that the most, my theme is really hope. That this is a hopeful time, and it feels better. And with initiatives like this and the things that are being done on the ground, I think we can see real progress. And I can't emphasize enough how difficult a job like Eileen is doing right now it is. And we're in a really nice facility, but this didn't happen by itself. It took a lot of people and a lot of work. And I'm so happy that this administration is recognizing that, and for this initiative to be able to provide an incentive for those landlords, and to provide that housing is so needed, and to be able to close and have the folks that have been affected by COVID and are in hotel housing and get them to a more permanent arrangement. And I think that this is, as I said, a holistic approach. There is a housing crisis. We recognize it across the country, and folks like your congressional delegation, the congressmen and the senators have been long proponents and supportive of HUD, and I know personally how much I appreciate that, because this progress that we see in getting additional units, providing a safe environment and safe homes and better neighborhoods is critical to the economics of this country. And as I said, I really appreciate the governor and his administration and what they're doing. I did want to also thank the governor for Josh who is a really smart guy, and also, something that is near and dear to my heart, which is about a plan for housing and a plan for ending homelessness. This doesn't happen overnight. It's a long marathon. I'll use, and I know about keeping your mind on something and concentrating, and that's what this is. And so I'm so happy to be here, so happy to really thank the people that are, as I said, doing the work on the ground, and encourage them and just let them know that our agency, HUD, will be there to provide all the support, hopefully make your life a little bit easier at times, although I think I make it more difficult. From a compliance standpoint, fraud, waste, and abuse, making sure all the money is spent well. But really, I'm so happy to be here. I'm so thankful to be hopeful, and it's great work on all of your parts, and I'm just anything I can do, and I hope you continue. And so, thanks so much.